Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe football show. It is, of course, time for the Spygate Derby. Yes, we're calling it that. I'm calling it that because tonight it'll get mentioned about 50 times, regardless of if it's Coventry and not Derby. It's all about that man, Fat Frank. And to add further spice to the fixture, of course, you've got to throw in Mr. Matt Grimes as well. We will get into that. Listen, Coventry City, since Frank Lampard has come in the door, to be fair to him and them, he has transformed them. They are one of the informed sides in the Championship this year in 2025. They are enjoying a 4-match winning streak in the division. And what I will say for Frank, I think this is what he needed. Listen, I'm not his biggest fan. I hold a grudge against that man, especially when it concerns our GOAT, Bielsa. But this is what I needed. I think maybe the derby got everything and top players like Tamori, Mount, Harry Wilson, how he didn't go up, it's beyond me. He then goes to Chelsea backwards. You know how it is, and probably gets jobs he doesn't deserve. I think Coventry has time now to maybe build something because Coventry are a very good side. They have some very good players, and maybe he can take them that next level where Matt Robbins couldn't. And I think there's a genuine possibility of that. Maybe not this season, but next. And maybe we'll see the manager he believes he is. I'm not too sure. Listen, they are in good form, though. They have decent setup currently. 5 at the back, obviously wing backs like Van Newick, 3 in midfield. Matt Grimes added to that, but the main point, talking point really is that current 2-man forward line of Ellis Sims and Thomas Asante, who they brought in from West Brom. They're looking decent up top for the Sky Blues. Can't remember the last time we came up against a 2 up top, a dual partnership, if you like. But Coventry City are doing well under Lampard, and as I said, they've moved up to 11th now, which again maybe doesn't sound too great, but they're literally just 3 points away from West Brom, who are currently in 6th position. That's what the Championship's like, right? They've gone on a winning streak. If they were to win tonight, they go into the playoffs. The Championship's a madness. Key thing to note as well, they have great home form since the arrival of Mr. Frank Lampard. They are unbeaten now in 7 matches at the Coventry Building Society Arena. I'm just going to go with Ricoh Arena. But they're unbeaten in 7 games, and we know Leeds United, if we're being honest, although I do think the away forms turned, haven't been the best on our travels. But, yeah, so going there, tough place to go. I'll give you my score prediction in a bit, but it doesn't involve all 3 points for Leeds United. Spoiler alert. And I'm okay with that. But positive news as well for Coventry in the transfer window, bringing in Championship veteran Matt Grimes, who, of course, has history with Leeds United. And he just adds to that quality that they already have. The likes of Liam Kitchen, who was previously at Leeds, Van Newick, Jack Rodoni, Jake Bidwell, who we need to be wary of, crosses in from the left. No Ben Shee for this one. He will be a miss. And Haji Wright is also doubtful. But Matt Grimes, I think, will just come straight in there and look to spray balls about from that deep playmaking role. He's a good player, is Matt Grimes. It has to be said. And look, it will be a really tough test for Leeds United. This is not going to be an easy game. I actually think we'll draw, which I just hope we don't see a similar reaction that we got after we drew with Burnley. It's not actually a bad result against a team that are unbeaten under the new manager at home, a team that are at top of the home form table, and potentially could make a late push for the playoffs in the second half of the season. So I don't think it's actually that bad. Of course, Burnley won last night, 1-0 against Oxford. So they're now 2 points. If we win, obviously we bridge that gap and make it 5 again. We increase that gap and also put 5 ahead of Sheffield United. Admittedly, Sheffield United won't have played. They don't play till Saturday. We've obviously got the FA Cup game against Millwall. But it's pressure then. If we do win tonight, we're 5 points above them both. And yes, Sheffield United have a game in hand, but they have to win it. And it comes with a different kind of pressure, doesn't it? So as good as Coventry will be, though, we do need to, put some, positive spin on our form. Because look, at the minute, Leeds are hurling towards promotion and the title following a 13-game unbeaten run, it has to be said. And of course, last time out, admittedly, it was at Ellen Road, but we had 6 different scorers and found the net 7 times. Yes, you heard that right. 7-0. We beat Coventry. I hope we beat Coventry 7-0. I'll take a 2. But yeah, we absolutely battered, demolished, humiliated, and killed Cardiff City. We had an eye-watering 29 shots on their goal. So yeah, we are in hot form as well, and the away form has, improved. It has improved. I am really interested though to see how Daniel Farke's going to play it. Like away at Burnley, he kept Byram in, even though Firpo was good to go. He put Gruev in midfield. I do think he'll keep Firpo. You can't drop him regardless of the opposition you're going up against. The man got 3 assists. You know what I mean? The man is the goal. I think he's got the most open play championship assists in the past 12 months or whatever, 14 to be precise. You have to play him. The selection headache, though, will be in midfield. Will he play Gruev alongside Tanaka? Will he, take Rothwell out? I think Rothwell will come out. I know that won't make a lot of people happy, but it's different strokes for different folks, going into games with different tactics, making sure you don't lose. And that's what it's about now for Leeds United. Make sure we don't lose on the road and make sure we win at home, which is easy enough, right? Points away, win at home, odd win away, we'll be sound. We'll win the league quite comfortably. But I think what he will do and what he should do is play Strout. I think Strout give us 15 minutes. If he's anywhere close to it, you play Strout, put Ampadu in midfield alongside Tanaka. And I think them two have the legs to combat what will be probably a 3-man midfield. And Brendan is key in this game. This is where Brendan's key as well, making sure we put pressure on a player like Matt Grimes, who will look to dictate and pull the strings. So, yeah, I would play Strout, Ampadu back in midfield and have, Tanaka alongside Ampadu in midfield. But to sort of like round it off, folks, they're unbeaten since the arrival of Lampard at home. And Leeds are in great form, but have struggled to post consistent results away. So I actually think the game's going to end 1-1. I actually think both teams will score. But I've just got a feeling that we'll come away from the Rico Arena with just a point. A win would be absolutely massive. As I say, if you win this game, you put 5 points again over both your rivals. Sheffield United have a different pressure to deal with. I say both. We've got to take into consideration Sunderland in there as well, who got through a tough test on Monday night. So, yeah, a win is a must. A point isn't too bad. A loss, no. We cannot lose because I'll be fuming and we'll be talking about that transfer window again, unfortunately. So let's see what happens. No injuries as well. We can not have any injuries in key areas of the pitch. But yeah, lineup-wise, interested to see what he does in midfield. I would take a point. If we get a win, great. I just can't see past Lampard and that, that form they have at home. I can't see us winning the game currently. Sorry to not be as confident, but it is what it is. I felt we draw against Burnley, and I can see something similar here. And then we just move on, beat Millwall, beat Watford, and then we'll assess where we're at with Sunderland, Sheffield United. But yeah, for me, I think a point is what we'll get. But if you give me 3, wow, yeah. No one's stopping us at that point. But listen, thanks always for watching the show. Join me for the watch along tonight. Enjoy your day. I'm dressed like this because I'm about to head out on a run. So I shall see you in a bit.